Welcome to my new channel called Art Thoughts, where we discuss random topics about, being an artist and the struggles that come with it or the accomplishments that come with it. And today we'll be talking about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome can be defined as a collection of feelings of inadequacy that persist despite evident success. Imposters suffer from chronic self-doubt and a sense of intellectual fraudulence that override any feelings of success or external proof of their competence. To simplify the definition of what I just read is that sometimes we see ourselves as perfectionists, and even with the success we get, it's still like a matter of luck that we ended up being successful. Such as an example, getting an award for an art competition at a school and thinking that, you look at everyone else's artwork and you thought, man, I was just really lucky to get that award. And or the fact that you thought, this only took me a day or a week, and you sometimes hear other students or other classmates say that they spend months on it and took a lot of time with it, and you feel like you didn't put enough work and effort to it, and that creates a lot of self-doubt, and it happens a whole lot with people with imposter syndrome. I mean, I suffer it from time to time whenever I get somewhere or do a commission, and I get nervous to even attempt to start an art piece because I'm not sure if it's going to be the way the customer wants it or the way the client wants it. Just even sketching it out is scary because, even my long time of just studying and drawing and so many years of doing it, I still get scared. And this doesn't only implicate onto artists, but I want to mainly focus on artists because I feel like I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this and the fear that comes with it, or when you see other artists post something, it's very, it looks like they didn't worry about it. And I know from time to time there are some who open up about it, but many don't really talk about it. And that's what I want to get the gist of this video is to normalize it and to, hear from another artist that, it does happen. And I use an example. My drawing of the thumbnail is from the popular game right now, Among Us, and it definitely makes me feel that the word imposter is very popularized, and people can now talk about it and what it means. And it has multiple meanings, but the imposter syndrome reflects a lot, and it's very difficult for artists to get outside their comfort zone or even draw something. Like this drawing I made, it took me only 30 minutes or so, and I don't feel like I did much to make it, stand out to other artists, incredible fan art of it too. But I don't know, it feels like I wanted to talk about this and discuss that it's okay to feel like this, and it's okay to other artists to feel like it. I mean, we all have down days and, well, like burnout days. Some days you do a drawing, it takes you 7 to 6 hours, and you feel the momentum, and then the next day you just can't even think about what's the next thing because you worry that I had the strange luck of completing what I just imagined in my head, and now I'm going to have to do another one, and you get the fear of, oh, is it going to be perfect? Is it going to one up the drawing that I made? And that shouldn't be the case. And most of the time that does happen a lot with me. I mean, I make some concept artwork for characters, or I make a landscape painting, and sometimes it doesn't come out the way I want it to, but we shouldn't reflect on that fear. We shouldn't reflect on what's giving us a hard time, because when we do that, we slow ourselves down. We stop like quicksand. It just digs deeper and deeper, and it's not good for an artist to improve, to go further, and keep drawing it. And we should see all our art pieces as, you know, doodles or sketches, or not like intentionally, but like if you're doing client work, but see it as a practice, see it as something you're going to improve on. And later on you can tell yourself, well, let me see what I can improve on, let me see what I can take time on, and let your client know that, hey, here's some updates, here's some things, get some feedback. Or not even from the client, from the client as well, but from, you know, friends, colleagues, your peers, your teachers, and all that stuff. Or even your parents. I mean, sometimes they can give you some advice from a different perspective, because we as artists get so involved in our mindset and so involved in little details that we forget what other people appreciate our artwork. One day you can be doing something realistic, and the next day you can do something cartoony. It depends on the audience who you're reaching out towards, but if you're but you should always see your artwork as something that you want to do, not something that you have to. Because we get lost in the idea that we have to accomplish something, we have to post about it. It's difficult nowadays because, you know, you see everyone posting daily, either challenges or weekly challenges, or even posting how much artwork they've done throughout the year. And I get caught I get myself caught up on that too, and it's a scary thought to, you know, try to see your artwork as something that can be posted out there in the internet. And it's very overwhelming, and you feel like, I don't know, when you feel like when you reach to that certain point that you didn't deserve it, or you felt like other artists could have accomplished more in your shoes. But that's not the case. And I think what great advice could come from this is, if you feel like an imposter, or you feel like you don't deserve this luck, or that you didn't deserve this success, I believe that it should be something that we can think of, that like we can be grateful for, and see where we came from, and how far we've gone through, and support other small artists, and get them out there, get them starting up. And, you know, it's those little steps that help other artists to, you know, spring out, and, you know, make that step forward. Because it's a scary world out there to step out, and the more you see other people's artwork, the more you feel like you need to bash yourself, or you feel like you need to work on something for 10 hours, but you lose sight of what's really important. It's the passion, it's the thing that made you want to draw, made you want to start grabbing a pencil or a crayon, or, you know, finger paint. Or even when you're older, it's never too late to draw, or it's never too late to start something. A lot of people I've met throughout my life who were artists do what they love to do, and sometimes they don't care what people say. And that's the thing that I want to feel at times, you know. And yeah, I'm dealing with that struggle right now, but I want everyone else to understand that, you know, it happens. It happens to everyone. But like, to the artists out there, you're not alone. You can do the best you can, and not have to be scared of what challenges come by. And if you're able to accomplish a drawing really quick, good. That's really good. It means that you've overcame something that you couldn't do back then. And remember remember the hill that you climbed over, and that little stuff that you worried about when you first started out, and the way you are now, it's incredible. You're becoming a better artist. You're becoming an incredible artist. And there's going to be days where, it's going to be tough to draw something, but always start sketching out something. Always draw something out. Maybe write something out. Maybe channel into something, to something else. And that's where I feel like we as artists can, do more. And that's where I got the inspiration of this video, because I draw a lot, but sometimes drawing doesn't really express your feelings. And I mean, this is a good opportunity for me to, stick to get out of the sense of feeling stuck, and I'm just doing artwork, and I wish I could talk to other artists. So I guess this is my introduction for this new channel called Art Thoughts. I hope I stick to that name. I mean, I hope I can continue this, but maybe I'm just rambling my thoughts, and I hope this helped. I hope whoever's listening to this, that you don't feel alone, and I hope you can get over the hump that you're feeling, and to accomplish something that may not feel like a big step, but 5, 10, even a year later, you'll see the great changes you make and the artist you'll become. So that's the end of the first episode of Art Thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If not, let me know what would you want to talk about, or some subjects you would like to talk about, and I'll, cover them. I mean, I have a few, like, is it worth going to art school, or going to get an education for art, or just to start off on your own? I would like to talk about that. I'm probably going to talk about the second episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much, and just remember, keep practicing, love what you do, keep doing what you're doing, don't be afraid. Well, take a step forward, even if you're afraid, because facing our fears is one step closer to success. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is CaesarAmbreese21. I'll post a picture on sometime at the end of the video. Alright guys, have a good one.